Alright, so we all know what a Mario game is? Probably. Hey Siri, how many people have played a Mario? Oh shit. And just like me, when you play a Mario game, you probably ask questions that never get answered. Is there a correct order to play these games? If there are humans in Odyssey, does that make Mario a human? Can Rosalina sit on my face? And I can't give you answers to any of these. Instead, I want to propose a new question that I've not seen anyone tackle. What the fuck does it mean to be dead or alive in the Mushroom Kingdom? The idea for this question originates from New Super Mario Bros., or what I'll be calling it for the rest of the video to save on typing on the script, New Soup. New Soup is your typical 2D Mario Bros., except it marinated in a thick broth called nostalgia. Look at the graphics. They're charming as all hell nearly 2 decades later. I'm old as fuck. In New Soup World 1, you fight Bowser Jr. halfway in, and then Bowser at the end of the world. You know, usual Mario stuff. Except with Bowser, you fucking kill him. I'm not joking. You dunk him in lava, and he turns into a fucking skeleton. And you don't see him for the rest of the game until the last world, where he's now a reanimated skeleton. Ooh, spooky. And then you kill him again. Like, he's dead again. He's shattered, apart. You ain't coming back from that. And then he's brought back to life with evil magic. And then he dies a third time. So this begs the question. At any point during all that, was Bowser dead? Like funeral procession, put in the grave, dead? The skeleton of Bowser is actually known as Dry Bowser. That alone raises more questions. Are they the same character, but one is the aftermath of lava? Are they separate characters, and Kamek or Magic Koopa or whoever decides to just swap them out in New Soup before the second fight? And is Dry Bowser technically dead? Is Dry Bowser, and subsequently the Dry Bones characters, dead? Probably. To me, being dead in the context of the Mario games would mean your body in its original state is not usable, can't do anything, and you're just a fucking corpse. But clearly, the Dry Bones and Dry Bowser are moving, even though they're not quite in their original form. I'm going to chalk this up to black magic, so it then comes down to the question of, are other skeletons dead? Which I think is a yes most of the time. Minecraft skeletons, dead. Skeleton bokoblins in Breath of the Wild, dead. The skeleton you buried outside, dead, but resurrected by a wizard. No relation to me. Alright, so Dry Bowser is dead. We've established this using me. But is he the same character as Bowser? And I have no idea. I genuinely thought this was going to be such an easy question. I always assumed Dry Bowser and Bowser were the same, but Bowser had a kitchen accident causing Dry Bowser. But some of the games implies he's a different entity entirely to Bowser. So really, in the end, your guess is as good as mine to how he relates to Bowser. I want to say they're the same character, but Nintendo isn't sure, so I don't have to be either. Back to the original question. If Dry Bones are dead, are the Boos? I was inclined to say yes at first, seeing as they're, you know, ghosts, but then I did some reading and realized a couple things. 1. Boos don't appear to be based off of any previous Mario character, unlike something like the Dry Bones or the Dry Piranha Plants, which are skeletons of regular enemies. Boos are just vaguely ghost-shaped. And 2, we have seen plenty of ghosts in the Mario universe that aren't Boos, specifically things like these guys from Luigi's Mansion, showing that, yes, characters in the Mario universe can die. Oh wait, they can die? Well, that answers the original question. See you guys next time, where I'll be doing the Chubby Bunny Challenge, but with packing peanuts. Actually, no, we're not done yet, so let's put the fact Mario characters can die off into the corner for later, as it has strange implications itself. Anyway, Boos. I don't think they're dead. From what I can tell, they're just creatures that happen to look like ghosts. Maybe they're spirits, maybe they're ghouls, maybe they're just birds, they can fly. I don't know, but they're not dead. They just happen to look like ghosts. At least that's how I see it. Power-ups. Are they alive? They have eyeballs, and in the case of poison mushrooms, they can chase a player around with malevolent intent. So are they alive? For the sake of this video and the hour of research I did, I'm gonna make an executive decision. All the mushrooms and flower power-ups of any kind are alive, to some degree. I'm not sure what that degree is, but they are alive. Do they die when Mario collects one? I don't know. But they have eyeballs and they move around, so that's good enough for me. On the other end of the power-up spectrum are the suits. Take the frog suit, for instance. Unlike a middle school dissection or a blender, I can't open it up to confirm it has the guts of a frog. So in another act of executive decisioning, the suits aren't alive. Hopefully. Now onto that thing from the corner. Did you forget about it? I hope you didn't. It was just from like a minute or two ago. Mario characters can die. What happens after they do? Well, according to Super Paper Mario, they are judged for their sins. I wish I was making this up. Without getting too deep into details, in Super Paper Mario, a character named Dimentio uses some fire magic on Luigi, then Mario, Peach, and Bowser. Mario wakes up in a strange land and is greeted by one of these guys, a shade. When Mario asks where he is, the shade responds with, quote, "This is where people go when their games are over." This is the Underwear, the Paper Mario universe's version of hell. In the Underwear, you visit Queen Jades to have your sins weighed. If you were relatively sinful in life, you're turned into one of these skeleton guys and are forced to live in the depths of the Underwear. However, if you were completely devoid of sin in your life, you instead get transported to the Over There and get turned into one of these angel things called Nimbuses? The Over There is basically Paper Mario heaven. However, again, there is a third outcome to the sin weighing. If Queen Jades deems your life was neutral, you committed some smaller sins like putting the milk in before the cereal, but not enough of sins to go to Tartarus, you become a shady and live in the upper parts of the Underwear. Surprise! This is where the video all comes together. You thought it was just going to be me pulling up a hypothetical question and telling a few jokes while answering it, but I lured you into a false sense of security to reveal a theory for Mario death. The ghosts in Luigi's Mansion, the ones that are like actually ghosts, the people, are shadies from Super Paper Mario that somehow escaped the Underwear. They never made it to hell, they never made it to heaven, they're locked in mortal coil. Anyways, so now we've gone over everything, right? We did the skeleton guys with dry bows and dry bones. We covered the ghosts with the boos and the things from Luigi's Mansion. I'm telling you, I'm onto something with them being shadies. Power-ups are mostly alive, and there is a hell in Mario. So what have we learned? Death is real and coming for us all. It is inevitable. Bear in mind your sins, for you will be judged upon them in the end. No one can escape it. Or just pack a spare 1-up mushroom, because they apparently ward off death. The series is weird. I'm out. And don't even get me started on the implications of there being a hell.